are you aware that City Ordinance 25347 prohibits loitering in a public place that is a nuisance or a threat to safety?
But I was just looking at the monument.
And what, may I ask, do you find so fascinating about it?
Well, it's covered up. I was just curious.
Curious, you say? You wouldn't be tempted to peek, now would you?
Peek?
Yes, that is what I said. Because we do not allow peeking without a permit.
No worries, officer. I wouldn't dream of peeking. I can certainly wait until tomorrow. That's when the unveiling is, right?
Maybe yes, maybe no. That's none of your business.
What do you mean? It's a public event, isn't it?
Well, how are you enjoying the weather outside?
Please.
Yeah!
Whoa, officer, take it easy.
Monsieur, I must inform you that it's highly dangerous to sneak up on an officer of the law like that.
Well,
for you, my friend, I'm a highly trained professional and was able to restrain myself.
I will try to be much more careful next time.
Yes, I highly recommend that you do.
Maybe we should just move along.
I think that would be best.
Good evening, officer. Hey, look. There's a nice shop. You should check it out.
Thank you, officer.
You're welcome. Oh, and it's not officer, it's inspector.
Everything clear?
Clear as glass. How about you?
Yep. Nothing suspicious.
Good. Now the mission begins.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was here. May I help you?
Actually, we're here to help you.
Oh, that's all right. I actually don't need any new employees right now. Why don't you check back, say, around Christmas time?
No, you don't understand. We're the Truth Force, and we're on a mission to save International City. You've been praying, haven't you?
Well, of course I've been praying. I pray all the time.
Oh, I knew it! All it takes is for someone to start praying, and sooner or later, at just the right time, we get called up.
Are ya angels or something?
No, we're just defenders of the truth. So, when the knowledge and the truth of the one true God falls under attack, that's where you'll find us.
Mrs. Potts, we need to talk to you about Simon Detweiler.
How do you know my name?
We know all about you. Born and raised in Alabama, 2 years of culinary school in Paris, met your husband, and moved to International City. You have 3 daughters, 2 cats, and 1 very old parrot named General Lee.
Oh, but you don't need to worry. We're the good guys.
And I'm supposed to just take your word for it? Is that it?
Well, let's see. We have a website you can check out. It has a statement of faith and lots of endorsements.
Sorry, sweetheart. It's going to take a little more than that to convince me I didn't sprout out of the flower pot yesterday.
Oh, but, you know, could we find a place to sit down? After you hear our story, I'm sure you would feel a lot better.
Well, all right. I guess I can hear what y'all have to say. Come on inside. Y'all like sweet tea?
Sweet tea?
We'll be real careful with these diaries, Miss Potts.
I know you will, sweetheart. And if you need anything, just holler. By the way, no more of this Mrs. Potts stuff. My name's Flora, but all my friends call me Flo. So that's what it's going to be from now on. You hear?
Okay, Flo, it's a deal.
You said that you and some others have been praying for International City. Well, let me say, don't stop. I have a feeling that the next couple of days will be important ones.
Oh, we certainly will keep praying. In fact, I can't wait to tell the ladies in the prayer group about you too.
Well, Flora, Flo, I mean, you know, we appreciate all the enthusiasm, but we need you to keep this strictly confidential.
That's right. If the enemy somehow catches wind of us, our mission will be compromised.
All right, I guess I won't say a word. Not a word.
Well, thank you, Flo. We'll be in touch.
No, thank you. I'm just so grateful for what y'all are doing.
Man, can you believe it? What if we come a day later? Those diaries under lock and key.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for, right?
So, what do you think is under there anyway?
Well, according to our intelligence, it's a statue of the Chancellor.
Why am I not surprised? It's so sad. How does a place that was once so decidedly Christian get to this point?
Well, eventually people start taking their Bibles for granted, and their freedoms too. But then they start accepting man's ideas over what God says.
Man, the authority of God's Word. It's so important. I mean, if you get that one wrong, you're in a heap of trouble.
And that's what I'm afraid of for International City, trouble. The Constitution that the Chancellor is working on could be announced any time now. And if it goes through, all the freedoms that Christians had to worship God and share their faith will be gone for good.
Well, we can't let that happen. It is a good thing Simon Detweiler was wise enough to hide that Constitution all those years ago.
Yeah, we just have to find it.
Hey, I love scavenger hunts.
Yeah. Well, stand firm.
It isn't the International Spy Academy Truth Force. I'm just in time to watch the final piece of the puzzle fall into place.
Baylock, I should have known you had something to do with all the trouble here.
Trouble? I don't see any trouble. I guess it depends on your point of view. I think things are getting better all the time. I hear we're getting a new constitution, one without all that Jesus and Bible stuff in it. I heard the old ones were destroyed in a fire.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
I have no idea. So you're with the ISA. Is that correct? Where's the cool weapons?
The weapons that we fight with, Baylock, are not of this world.
Whatever that means. You know, I don't know why you're here. There's nothing you can do now. You're just too late this time. Unless you're here to help us celebrate!
Baylock, don't you know that the one and only true God whom we serve, who is all-powerful and all-knowing, can stop whatever you have in mind if he so chooses?
Well, it doesn't seem like he so chooses this time. Oh well, better luck next time. Can't win them all. Go home, time to stop. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yep. Where am I?
Have a nice day, Baylock.
Did I have lunch? I think I remember if I had lunch.
Had to erase his short-term memory. Couldn't erase Venom knowing that we're here.
Evil Villain Network?
Yeah, he's been with the EVN for a long time. They're obviously in cahoots with Venom. The city is infested with their agents, no doubt.
Maybe we should call pest control.
What we need to do is find that Constitution. Let's go to the safe house and check out those old diaries.
trying to suggest that I was asleep? Because Inspector No Clue never sleeps when he is on duty.
Well, what about snoring?
Snoring? Madam, what you may not realize is that I am a highly trained professional.
Is that so?
Yes. And you also should know that not just anybody can do this. The training is important, yes, but there's more to it than that.
I see. Like what?
Well, I don't mean to brag, but you really have to be born with unique abilities like myself.
Say, I notice you don't have a weapon. Why is that?
Oh, well, they took away my... What I mean to say is when you have these, you do not need a weapon. These hands are far more lethal than any weapon you can imagine. Here, let me show you. My bullets. You see this table? I will chop it in half. Watch closely now. Here! Okay. Here!
Try it again.
Here!
I reckon I better get on home. Good night, Inspector.
Who said that? I order you in the name of the law, identify yourself immediately.